Hello, hello, and welcome to the Friday night Craft and Chill stream. We got Hi, it's me. It's been a while. Hello, Hi, it's me. It has been a little while, man. That's okay. And Fat Red saying he'll be back in a few. Okay, Fat Red. We'll see you in a little bit. So, I haven't done too much in the way of crafting this week. I'm probably going to just pick up where we left off last week with this building, this 1/18th scale building. Painting this. And where is that other one? I know it's a shock I'm not totally prepared. Let me see. Yeah, this other building we're going to do some work on. I might do that first, but that's going to require the old hot glue gun, so let me go ahead and pull that out. Helladope Toys. What's up, Oz? How you doing, man? Oz coming in. Oz has the original one of these, actually, the one I did before I made these guys. So that's pretty cool, actually, to think about that. It's actually a while ago now, Oz. I think that was over a year ago, which is crazy to think about. Thing's coming together pretty good. That's right. I wanted to build like a marquee thing on there, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get this. We're gonna build some kind of awning, something. We'll figure it out when we get going. Hot glue. That's right. Hot glue. Just over a year ago. Nice. Indeed I do. Ooh, if I unplug that... Yep, it's alright. Mythic Week has started. 1 week and I'll be in Jersey. Awesome, dude. I hope you have a good time there. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Make sure you don't bring all your credit cards with you. Be responsible. Conventions. Conventions are fun, man, but wow, can you spend money at conventions. It's amazing. Okay. Awning. Did you add lights to your projects? Nope, not yet. See, I have a lot of photography lights, like miniature toy photography lights. You know, things like these. So and I have quite a few more. So lots of times when I build stuff, I don't always add lights, you know, because I can, even though this is a window here, I can just light the window with my photography lights if I have them on right, and you know, it'll pop through the window and look totally fine. It's only temporary for a display, but I don't really set them up as displays that much. I usually just use them for a few photos and then put them back, so it works pretty well for me, although I'm not saying I won't add some light features. I'm kind of wishing I would have cut this giant sheet down a little bit before the stream started. But that's okay. Why did the frog take the bus to work? I don't know, hi, it's me. Why did the frog take the bus to work? Was it more than a hop, skip, and a jump away? His car got towed. Well, yeah, that would make sense. Hey Thor, how you doing, man? Really? Really? Okay, we're going to do some cutting down on the hot wire foam cutter here in a moment, after I take a sip of my tea. Who do we got? We got Thor. How you doing, Thor? Happy Friday, happy Saturday, depending on where you are. Sand Dragon, what's up, Sand Dragon? Yes, you were the one asking me questions about the lights. And Fat Red has rejoined us from his bathroom break. All right, very cool. Let me see. Do I have the hot wire cam set up? I don't. Let me do that real quick. Let's see. Does that look good? That's not bad. I hope everyone's doing good this week so far. I've noticed, Fat Red, I noticed you've been adding lots of new figures lately to your diorama, which is cool. Very cool. I don't know if Ed's going to be joining us tonight or not, Action Figs, because I know he was traveling through Texas earlier this week. I'm not sure if he's still there, but he probably is. Glad you remembered pants. Yes, pants were remembered this time. I actually had a meeting the other day, not related to this, and pants were forgotten. I wasn't expecting a video call, though, so it kind of took me by surprise. Was Figtober. Yes, it was. More accurate. So like that. How far out? Oh, that would be interesting. Diagonal. Kind of too late. I already cut it. Okay, let's go to the hot wire cutter. Yeah, no, they didn't see. I just didn't get up. Have you been having issues with StreamYard lately? Who are you asking, Fat Red? Because I don't use StreamYard. I mean, I did actually get it, but I never used the damn thing. OBS. I use OBS, which is why I can have multiple cameras. StreamYard, you can only have 2 cameras on yourself, and you have to pay extra for that. It's much more rigid. But you're able to highlight chat comments. That's why I don't highlight comments when people super chat me, because I can't. I don't have the ability to do that. There's some ways to do it, but it's complicated using multiple apps and all kinds of goofy stuff that I just haven't been able to figure out. All those functions are built straight into StreamYard, though. It's just much more restrictive on your layout and functions like how many cameras you can use, stuff like that. Okay, do this. Something. You know what? Screw it. We'll just eyeball it. Yeah, Farrah, that doesn't surprise me. Sometimes that just happens, but maybe they're changing something or trying to save money. StreamYards, you run a lot of your stuff through their server, not your computer, which is good, but can also be bad if they get overloaded or get chintzy. What's up, my dudes? What's up, Troy? Just sitting here randomly piecing stuff together, Troy. You know how it is. I'm participating in the Toyvember Toilet thing they're doing this month. Okay. Oh, TAR. What's up, TAR? I had to get my house for... Yeah, that's always doesn't sound like a blast. Yeah, I'm terrible, Fat Red. I don't even know exactly what they're doing. I seem to remember something about it, but... If you want to explain what they're doing or a contest or something, go ahead. That's cool. All right, I'm just gonna cut it without the hot wire cutter. Just as good. Oh, okay, I see. Random, have you ever done a two-side diorama? Yes, TAR, I've done two-side dioramas. I just tend to, on the stream, not, for some reason. If you mean with the inside finished, I mean, my street corner dio has the inside finished, and I used to, when I would sell just one-piece walls, I would always make the opposite side something different so you could flip it over. But as far as like for displays and stuff, yeah, not often. Like something like this, I mean, I could have done something on the back, but really it's all going to get glued together and sit up on a shelf, so. But yes. Yes, sometimes. Just finished my tea. Yeah, mine is gone too. Oh, wait, there's a little left. Okay, now it's gone. Walls, that's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah, two-sided walls are cool. You know, it gives you more options for photography. If you're just setting it up on a display, though, and you have something particular in mind, not really needed. I know a lot of diorama builders will do that, especially if they're selling the dio, because it, you know, it gives more value to the person buying it. Especially like the more premium diorama builders will do that. You know, if they're charging like $400 or something, or $300, $400, $500, sometimes $600 or $700, $800, they'll go ahead and build it all out where you can reverse things, and you know, you really want to get things from, have different angles and stuff for photography, and it makes a lot of sense. Okay. I'm gonna do some more. What do I need? Is this big enough? Just barely. All right. Let me get some more. Let me get some more hot glue in there. When I put together this little work area, one of the best things I did was make a section just for glue. Having all the different glues together, super nice. Mr. Wonderful, yo dogs. What's up, Travis? How you doing, man? Hot glue is the devil, yeah. Travis. So, Fat Red Foo was talking about your contest you have this month. And if you wanted to mention it in the chat or something like that, exactly what you're doing, what's going on a little bit. Or we could just tune into your show and I could stop being lazy. But, yeah, man. It's a toy photography contest, right? That's pretty cool. You're not wrong, Fat Red. Hot glue is a pain in the butt. Come on, dude. Work. Both? Okay. The devil we know, right? That's exactly what it is. Oh, both is now. I'll post here and you should tune in. Right on. Yeah. Yeah. You're right, man. I've actually been trying to detox from so much online stuff a little bit more lately. Like tomorrow, Saturday, it's unfortunate because it's Oz's day and I love going on the clubhouse, but Saturday seems to be like one of the best days where I can just cut all my devices off. And maybe I'll turn them on at the end of the night, but it's been so healthy. I definitely feel my brain being less cluttered from doing that. Okay, that's underneath. Do I want 11 months, right, Fat Red? Wow, the time does go. Do I want supports on the top? I don't know if I do. I like them on the bottom. I don't know if I do on the top. Looks cool on the bottom. Great photos from day one. Was great. Nice. 30-day photo challenge with daily prompts and a chance to win prizes. And I'm sure the prizes will be nice because I've seen them give away some pretty nice stuff. Or talk about it. I remember seeing some of that. Day 2 just posted. Very cool. What's up, Eduardo? How you doing, man? Dr. Pepper, drinking my Dr. Pepper Zero, right? Eduardo's a Dr. Pepper connoisseur, as we know. And Troy, you're totally right. There's so many things. I remember it used to be, if you wanted to watch anything toys or diorama, there was like 1 or 2 people, or maybe a handful of people on, and now every night there's like 3 people on. I got my post at 11:59. Had to get the setup for my plan. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's you have to. It's added up point by point each day. So you have every day you can get a certain number of points. Is that how you're doing it? Briscoe. Oh my God, Briscoe's here. Thank you, Briscoe. Thank you, Briscoe, for showing up. I feel honored. You know what? I don't know if we're going to put those in or not. I don't know if I'm going to put those in or not. We're just going to go ahead and just going to glue it on there. You know, screw it, man. Just glue it on there and see what happens. Everyone gets points for posting and tagging, etc. Judges' points given out internally by Toy Elite will show of the photos during the weekly streams to highlight some of the best we saw. Okay, very cool. And Travis, you know, If you, in the future, need someone to help be a judge for dioramas or toy photography, I know I'm not a big toy guy, but I've been around a little toy photography. Feel free to ask. December, first show will announce winners. Very cool. Sounds like a really nice little event you got going there, man. That's cool. Good stuff. I used to always find the ACBA diorama contests and stuff really interesting to watch. I meant to participate a bunch of times and never did, but very cool. Boy, is this going to be crooked. I just have a feeling. December 1st showing. You're in. Need more judges. You're in too. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for sure, man. Just let me know. I mean, I definitely think, yeah, for dioramas and setups like that, for sure. But toy photography's cool. Yeah, I was thinking that too, man. Someone who's not a toy guy. I'm not as biased towards which ones I like and which I don't so much as the overall aesthetic of it, I would think. Oh. I don't know. Does it need supports? It kind of doesn't. It kind of looks cool without the supports. We'll figure that out. I also have the sidewalls, and I want to put the sidewalls on, but it's going to make it an unholy pain in the butt to paint in the camera shot. Because if I put these on, then it's going to be more unwieldy, so maybe I'll do that after. Alright, what else can go on here? You know what, maybe, yeah, it needs that. That's what it needs. It needs trim. Trim on the top will definitely look good for this one. Let's see. In Chicago, yeah, Eduardo is on the Dr. Pepper World Tour. Nice, Eduardo. Did you? Oh, of course he did. Briscoe, this guy would not plan a flight without checking the local supply of Dr. Pepper before the plane landed. Fat Red says, my stuff is all custom, so I hope I'm not being graded on specific toy lines. Fat Red, you know, a judge is going to be grading you on how they feel overall, so I doubt it, you know, but it's going to be, that's the thing with something that's judged. It's based off, you know, largely how they feel about it. A lot, man. Yeah, this guy, he's... We definitely don't want to test Eduardo's blood sugar after this trip. We're going to give it a few weeks. What's this? Yeah. It's Jay Gonzo. What's up, Gonzo? Doing some more 118 right now. Each judge is allowed to apply their own like, dislike, etc. Could be the continuation of one day to the next. Could be lighting, angle of color. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, Fat Red, I can't imagine people not giving you extra points for the fact that your entire setup is custom. So I really don't think you have anything to worry about in that department. Well, that's another story altogether, man. Look, if you're using an iPhone or a modern, Android or any, a Galaxy or something, the pictures can be really good. You can get quite a bit with a camera phone. You just can't usually get depth of field is going to be broad because that's what the camera phones do. They don't allow you to focus on one thing and get the background blur. You don't get like a cinematographer, that kind of professional look. They do have AI generated background blur now that's okay, but you can get some really good shots with a camera. So, with a camera phone. Yeah, man, exactly, Travis. Guess I'm gonna break this in half because I don't have one the right size. All right. Let me go cut a couple of things. Cell phone camera. Yeah, Fat Red, exactly. Just, that's all you gotta do, man. Cell phone camera's pretty good. Yeah, it can be, man. Howdy, partners. What are we working on tonight? Hyperdelic, we are doing some 1/18th random city pseudo something. Futuristic, not futuristic, dystopian, not dystopian, God only knows. But it's a front of a building with an awning and some supports that are gonna go next to this other building, probably on this side over here somewhere. Something like that. A random mystery build. It generally is. Look at that. See, that's the thing. I know Travis is generous, man. The prizes are not going to be bad at all. He's going to send Fat Red some 1/18 scale. I'm sure he would love that. Favorite DC villain? I'm so simple, man. I'm like the most generic guy ever with that. I didn't really read a lot of DC. Yeah, I did read some, like I said, Batman. Yeah, I don't know. I can't give anything but a really generic, obviously not that into it answer, Eduardo, so... And also, funny thing about me, I am not a villain guy at all. People have asked me villain questions before, and I almost don't care. Like, villains can be cool and all, don't get me wrong. The you know, psychoticness of the Joker and some of the twists that they do with characters, like, you know, the psychological stuff is cool. But for me, the story is usually more about the hero and how the hero confronts it, and the evil is just... a generic, not generic, but just a stand-in for evil, you know? And it's like, I know they've tried to go past that and have the whole, like, you know, relatable villain, but call me a traditionalist. I like the bad guy just to be bad, and then the good guy is the story. Let them out of the box, yeah. Fat Red, have you played with any of the Joy Toy stuff yet? Lots of Joy Toy? Okay, cool. Go Forward Painting. What's up, Go Forward Painting? I've only been going a little over a year now. This Yahoo got me going. Yeah. Yeah, that happens, man. Like, no matter what I do, I'm not gonna feel like they're lined up enough. Oh, it's because the awning is bowed a little bit, which I should have known. Actually, that does look kind of good with that thing in the back there. Maybe I'll do that. Joy Toy orcs to go with McFarlane orcs. I don't have any orcs, I just have some Space Marines. But the orcs did look cool. The orcs definitely looked cool. Some acid raid things, they're pretty cool. But my tread on... Oh, is it? Is it like a rubbery tread, Briscoe? Because that certainly does happen. And I did go ahead, as you saw, and added the link in for channel membership. I appreciate everyone who supports me. You don't have to. I'm glad you're here hanging out and talking. But some people sometimes can't get to the join link because they're on a phone or something, so I just added it in the chat. And once again, thank you to all my channel members. I do greatly appreciate that. So, let's see. I don't know, do I want to paint? I might work on painting while I'm thinking about what to do with this. Where are we at? We've been going for almost an hour, so painting now might not be a bad idea. This has kind of come together, but I'm almost wondering if this is going to be too plain. Like, it might look better with a border. Yeah, it might look better with a border. Then I'll have to paint the border. What a drag. really thick rubber that hardened and now you touch it, it crumbles. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of rubber stuff. That just happens over time. I am so tempted to put these walls on here. Troy Dotson. See? Troy Dotson, thank you very much. Hit that like button and share. And if I had StreamYards, I would definitely be putting that... that on the screen. But I don't have StreamYards, so I'm just going to read it and say thank you, Troy. Appreciate that. $5 super chat. Maybe I'll finally get that coffee ice cream I keep passing by. I keep thinking about. I'm not so broke I can't afford ice cream. Please understand that is not what I'm saying. But I keep thinking about it. I'm like, man, I should get that coffee ice cream. I do have a chocolate donut, though. So, it's not like I'm going without over here. This... Yeah, I'm kind of feeling... See, that's kind of got a look to it. It's going to stick out so far from the other buildings, though, that it's going to almost look like the end of the street. You know, it's going to give... It's going to give, like, a pop-out. So if you look from the side, it's going to give more depth instead of just showing the fronts of the building, and I think that will be pretty cool. I'm going to have to do some kind of roof, though. I hit my like button. Thank you, Briscoe. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to pop out, though, man. It's going to pop out, because it's going to stick out this far from the last building. So it's going to be really coming out. But remember, you have this one sticking out. Then you have the one in the middle set back this far. And then this one will come out this far. And then have that awning come off of it. So it's going to be pretty good. I could already kind of picture it in my head. And if I wanted to paint something at the end or, you know, have it with some scenery in the background, like some of my hills or something for a camera shot, that would be pretty cool. I do think even with putting these sides on it, unless I weighted or put a support in the front, it's going to be so front heavy it's going to want to tip over constantly. So I might, oh, you know what, maybe a support in the middle. I kind of like that look, actually. Yeah, maybe in the middle. I don't like the look of them both corners, but maybe one beam right in the middle I might do. I want to... I kind of do, and I kind of don't. Middle with an upside down T. Yeah, valet shelter. Yeah, valet shelter, kind of like that. And yeah, maybe Troy. I was thinking about putting some kind of base on the bottom, like, you know, maybe something like this almost. You know, just have like the pole coming off the base. That thing's gonna snap so easy when I'm moving it or trying to store it. So it might get attached somehow to a permanent base somewhere. And honestly, if this gets big enough, it'll either get a shelf put up here somewhere or will be on my larger table out in the dining area. All right, I'm just going to frame the sign because I keep thinking about it. Might as well do it. Do it with magnets? Yeah, Troy, that would make a lot of sense for that support. Haven't done magnets in a diorama. Yeah, magnets are useful. It's just sometimes they're clunky to get into things if you don't think about them beforehand. Like right here, trying to put a magnet now, there's might be just enough room for the type I use, but it's a little tight, so I'd have to make a cut in there. But they're super cool. They're really nice. They add a lot of weight, and they actually add some expense too, depending on how many and what kind you're using. When you do a whole diorama where it's got magnets on everything that breaks down, it's often the most expensive material because, I mean, you get quite a few, but a pack of magnets can be like $10 for a bunch of them. And you can use half a pack on a diorama that has quite a few walls or more. Obviously $5 isn't a lot of money, but foam is super cheap. So it's just something to think about when you're doing a lot of something. And they're kind of a pain to put in. Like, I've never enjoyed putting them in. It's always something I kind of put off to the end. I like the building process. I'm thinking about it. Magnets is like, I don't know. Okay. Super functional, though, for sure. And did Thor say he was leaving? Well, I think he did. Good night, Thor. Happy Friday, everyone. What's up, Kenzo? Happy Friday indeed. What are you up to tonight, Kenzo? And actually, while you're here, man, what 3D printer do you have again? Is it the Elegoo Neptune, or I know you said you had one of those larger format 3D printers, the FDM. Maybe an Anycubic. Elegoo, okay. Is it the Max, like the super big one? It's like 16 inches on the bed. And if so, how do you feel about it? Just wondering. Yeah, I haven't opened it yet. Oh, okay, that's the one. All right, I got you. I was just wondering. Honestly, they're a good dude. Oh, you got 3 of those? The resin printer I have is awesome. It's the Jupiter. Big enough to do a lot, Mr. Wonderful says. The thing is, I'm super happy with the bamboo. It's amazing. The only complaint I would say, and I wouldn't even call it a complaint, it's just, you know, it is what it is that the bed is 10 inches by 10 by 10, which is not small, but it's not 16 by 16, and especially if you're doing something at 1/12 scale, you can do a wall at 16 inches. At 10 inches, it's kind of skimpy for a 1/12 scale wall. I'm interested in getting a large platform. Listen to this guy, Kenzo. He's got the whole freaking solar system over there. The Jupiter, the Saturn, and the Mars. All right. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was looking at some of their stuff, and their resin printers look awesome. I just don't have the room. You know, I have my Anycubic Photon Mono 6K something out in a closet on the patio because I'm in an apartment, right? And I never use it. I just never use it. So if I got another resin printer, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking maybe a newer model might be more useful, and I know you guys have told me that the resin doesn't smell anymore, and I need to try that. I haven't tried that. Got a Mars, but it's small. Yeah, resin is a whole different ball game. I honestly really enjoy FDM much more. Mars 3, 2 of the Saturn, 1 of the Jupiter. Yeah. Now I know Elegoo has a giant, like massive, and if I had a workshop, I would consider it the Gigastorm Orange or something. It's like $2,500, but it's like a 32-inch by 32-inch bed. Oh, the new ones, they print so clean. The Jupiter, the Mars. Oh, man. Yeah, it would make sense. I saw that with Uncle Jet. I don't want to print anything that big. Yeah, Kenzo, if I had the space... Oh, I would, dude. I would for sure. I mean, I would, like, just make a whole freaking castle front or... You know, I mean, the thing is, it's going to take... When you print something that big, like, sometimes the print time is, like, weeks. You just set it and walk away. You can't even use a normal filament spool. They got filament on, like, these giant, you know, wire spool-looking things. I mean, I guess it's cool. It's kind of impractical. 3D printing, it's... Yeah, it's kind of impractical for that, but still kind of cool. You know, for some reason, I just feel better doing... Alright. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. Alrighty. Uh, 12.8-inch build. What has a 12.8-inch build plate, Kenzo? $12.8 for a resin? Are you? Well, it's 6K screen, so the Jupiter. All right, yeah, that's wild. I mean, how do you deal with that stuff? I just can't stand it. So it comes off out of the printer, and what? You have gloves on, break it off, and then just throw it right in the alcohol bath, or do you? I don't know, man. I just don't like dealing with it. Okay, well that's the front. I guess I don't have to do the side, but I think I'm gonna want to do the side. Well, you know what? Maybe I don't need to do the side. Lawrence looks so adorable in that car. Yeah, he hates that car, which is why I put his face on it. A salad spinner bowl. Okay, that's a thought. I have the Anycubic wash station and the Anycubic, you know, light station thing. Or actually, it's one station that you swap the wash out for the light. You do them both in there. Wash and cure. I should buy one of those. Mine's pretty ghetto rig, but it works. Man, as long as it works, it works. Sometimes the stuff you come up with yourself works better than what they got, honestly, but that thing works. It works pretty well. Sitting with Grandy tonight again. She's definitely improved. Excellent, Kenzo. Good to hear. Yeah, the reason why I want to be right back right now is my mom is having some bad arthritic pain. She's taking some extra medication for that right now. But the rain is coming. Whenever the rain's coming, her whole body just kills her, and she gets kind of she gets scared and a little panicked sometimes when that happens. Yeah, for sure, Kenzo. Yeah, it sucks, that arthritis, for sure. I've been getting some in my foot now. About the last year, I pretty much never had that problem. I broke my foot when I was maybe, 28 years old, and it ached for maybe a year and a half, and then it totally went away. And then, last year, 15, 16 years later, all of a sudden, as the weather's changing, or it just starts aching. Or even just from use. So I don't know. I need to have the doctor look at it. I never actually went to the doctor when I broke it. I was limping around. I was an idiot. I was limping around for months. Never went to the doctor. Was drunk most of the time. And it seemed to heal okay. It was just one of the little bones on the top. So I didn't think it got, knocked out of place or anything. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have them take a look at it finally 16 years later. Hopefully they don't tell me they want to break it again, but probably not. I think they're just going to tell me, dude, you're getting old, and this happens sometimes with broken bones as you get older. He lives in my lower back too. Yeah, That tracks, because I know you have your time limit on how long you can stay on the on a stream due to your back killing you from your chair. Lady's whole spine. I don't know what DDD means. Yes, Fat Rid, me too. It's awful. Yeah. Yeah, Mom's got a whole crazy thing going on with her spine right now that we're looking at. She's got stenosis, where the spinal canal narrows and squeezes down on your spinal cord. And they're talking about surgery and a bunch of stuff right now that we're looking at, so we shall see. Oh, degenerative disc disease. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, Fat Red, and that's always a possibility with any surgery. Especially mom's getting older, so it's, you know. We're about to try some steroid shots in her back and see if that eases the pain at all. And then she's going to do some more physical therapy to see exactly, you know, if she can get a little bit more limber. He's not pushing for immediate surgery or anything like that. You know, he said we could wait, but they're going to need to keep checking her periodically. So, Kenzo, what scanner do you have, man? Make her pump iron. Maybe she'll get buff. Yeah, doctors... I don't know, man. I don't know about them doctors sometimes. They're smart. They got to go through a lot of training. I just don't think that the way the healthcare system is, they're allowed enough time, or they just don't have the time to like really assess things and get to know people and their situations enough. Sometimes you'll have a good one. We have a really good family doctor that's still, you know, you can call his office and they pick up the phone. Most of the specialists, you call them and it's like, sometimes they're there. Most of the time it's a voicemail. They get back to you the next day or later or days later. You know, it's just not very reassuring. Okay. The Revo point. Okay. Yeah. I'm just doing... I think I'm about done now, Fat Red. I did both sides. I thought about putting one there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that part open. As far as the sides, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I think I'm going to let that chill for a while and maybe look at some paint, although we don't really have that much time. Where are we? Yeah, we could do a little painting. It's a business now, not healthcare. Yeah, sadly, TAR, I mean, it's both, I think, but the doctors, for the most part, don't even think about the billing. You know, they don't, it's disassociated from them. They just think about, you know, what they think is the best course of action or what they've taught to be the best course of action, which is sometimes pushed by big pharma and things, or oftentimes. But, yeah, the administrative side of it, it's just that. It's just about how to make the bill bigger in lots of ways. And you can see it, like, if you go to an emergency room, sometimes they'll just try to give you stuff like Tylenol, even if you don't really need Tylenol, but they'll just kind of like, because they're being told to do that, and then they'll stick you with like $200 on your bill for Tylenol, you know, because it's going to your insurance. But if you read it, it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, make your son the guinea pig. I mean, I imagine it's going to be hard to get him to sit that still. I don't know how long it takes now. About how long does it take to complete one scan, Kenzo? I used to have a... I used to know what medication he would switch me to by what brand was on his clock or writing pad. Yeah, wow, that's not too far from the truth. I mean, the more time you spend around doctors' offices, the more you kind of notice that there's always a pharmaceutical rep there, and somehow they always have plenty of money to buy the entire office staff lunch, or, you know, they're coming with coffee, they're coming with... you know, some nice lunch for everybody, and that's obviously a sales technique. And it's like, okay, that's cool and all, but I don't know. There's something feels a little off about that there. Not much at all. This one's pretty efficient. Distance, lighting, getting okay. And that's another Elegoo product, right? I think. Revo Point. Alright, I'm actually going to take a second little break because I need a bathroom break. And so you get to look at Larry and the Bratz car again. Be right back. out of pavement? No way. There's deep gray, deep gray. When does Punk not look irritated? That is not totally untrue. You'll catch Larry smiling occasionally, and usually when he smiles, you feel like something bad's gonna happen, but it hasn't yet. Nope, had a fresh container. The other jar, yeah, is almost out, or basically out. Ed was the one that was having a hard time finding pavement for a while now. I feel 100% way when he smiles too. Say something uncomfortable, yeah. Yeah, that fits. I don't know what to do with that. Do I want that light or do I want that dark? I guess we're going dark. Yeah, either it's time or for him to remember his fond memories of his 9 shipwrecks and his flag that he never let any of the neighbors' kids play with when he was growing up. If we say Larry 3 times, he'll show up. Yeah. Let's get the smaller brush before I jack something up. Yeah, originally I was going to make this back piece a different color than the front awning, but, you know, I was like, just make it one color. I think it looks good like that. It works. And then maybe I'll paint this bumper a different color, like this little trim piece in the front. Like this light gray, maybe. We'll see. Okay, what's next? I guess we'll do this. well, that's the wrong color. Oh, that's going to add a bit of character right there. That's all that's going to do. Totally fine. Maybe I'll paint over it later. Oh, I guess I'm going to paint over it right now, actually. Where's the right color? Here's the right color. Extra weathering, exactly, Fatred. It's a matter of personal preference, Will. I mean, if you're just going to leave it there and not toss it around a lot, I don't think it needs Mod Podge at all. It certainly will be more resistant if you put Mod Podge on at either step. If you put it on after painting, you're going to have a little bit of a sheen to it, no matter what you do. If you put it on before painting, it will, you know, just make it feel a little bit more resilient. I jacked that up a little bit there, so let me just wipe that. Man, I'm tired today. I've been doing some painting, actually, at work. I've been painting some offices, or an office, and my freaking hands are killing me right now. Mod Podge before helps the paint stick, yeah. I usually use Mod Podge 100, but if I'm using it for flock or certain applications, I'll dilute it. And to be clear, I don't dilute it when I'm applying flock. I dilute it when the flock is already applied and is drying. I'll mist it with some watered down Mod Podge to get it to hang on a little better, or a lot better, I should say. It kind of turns it to a rock. Mod Podge, you know, it flows really well. It goes on pretty good with a brush. You don't really need to dilute it. Unless you're trying to, you know, make it last a little, because it can get a little pricey if you're doing a lot. It's easy to ruin brushes with Mod Podge unless you're super quick about rinsing them out and careful not to get any up in the, you know, the fennel or whatever you want to call it, the top part of the brush. Using that Maker's Magic works great. Similar to Medlodge. Yeah, nice Medlodge, man. That's cool. I've never used Maker's Magic, though. That's interesting. Mix Mod Podge. Yeah, with paint. I used to do the Mod Podge in black paint. I got that from Black Magic Craft, which I'm sure a lot of people have. And it's useful, you know, it works, but I don't know. If you're making tabletop terrain where you're going to be moving miniatures around on it all the time and maybe leaning on it accidentally, I think Mod Podge definitely makes a ton of sense. If you're doing a shelf display diorama that's just going to go up there and sit there, maybe. Yeah, the other thing also about Mod Podge, especially with action figures, is they stick to it, you know, and all the pieces kind of stick together, which can be a little annoying sometimes. But it definitely makes it feel more robust and gives it like that plasticky feel. I'd say overall it's more positive than negative for sure. This is going to be a nightmare to make this. Okay. What idiot glued all this together before painting it? Sheesh. Me. I use action figure spray sealer. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful. I don't know. Ed, he's traveling, right? He's usually here every night. It's pretty rare for him to miss a Friday, but I know he was in Texas. I don't know if he's still in Texas or what he's doing. Yeah, he's in San Antonio. But I think he did actually pass through here. He did tell me he got some coffee ice cream when he was over here a few days earlier this week. I don't know if he was, like, he wasn't right here. He was in San Antonio, but... yeah, I kind of thought about it, Fat Red, but... As a general rule, I'm reasonably antisocial. Not that I wouldn't hang out with Ed for a little bit. Yeah, that's all. It might be awkward for a minute. Probably not too bad. All right, so it's a little early, 12:53, which is, 7 minutes earlier than I normally wrap it up, but I think I'm going to. We've done some. Let's go through what we did. We added on this awning onto this building here. We did the outline, the border, and put on the, some of the trim pieces and stuff here. So we'll see. I don't know. This thing looks kind of crazy here, but I figured a little bit of jank would be fine. And we did a little more painting on this, which is still not done. But that's cool. So I'm probably gonna go. Good show, brother. Thank you, Kenzo. I was nervous on Punk's Thursday show. Fat Red, everyone is nervous when they first get on camera. That is totally, totally normal. It's much easier when you have someone else there with you, though. So doing a show like that is the best way to do it. Trying to do it alone for the first time will feel amazingly awkward. Yeah, and like Briscoe said, you did fine on there, man. So, everyone, have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week. I hope to potentially pop around Oz's stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to go full digital detox tomorrow. We'll see. But either way, thanks for coming by, and hope to see you again next week. Take care, everyone.